All right, it is 6:30. We call the Monday, October 27, 2025 meeting to order. If you could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And do we have any additions to the agenda tonight?
I don't have any additions tonight, Mayor.
Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. That will take us to public comments. If there's anyone who would like to discuss anything that is not on the agenda, please come forward.
No.
And seeing none, we'll close public comments and move to consent. Is there anything on the consent agenda that needs to be pulled for further discussion? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion, a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. That will take us to, let's talk about deck permits for 2301 Hickory Lane.
Thank you, Mayor. In the agenda packet, I put together a short memo on the subject. Under city code, that should be 152-030A4A under accessory structures. A deck or porch that is attached to the rear backyard of a principal building may extend up to 50% into the required rear setback for the principal building. In that it says such extensions shall be subject to review and approval by city council. This is one of the things that we're looking at as one of the many things we're looking at with the zoning update that's going through the planning commission, getting a lot of these items cleaned up. Something like this really shouldn't go to council, but code says so. So here we must go. So we have a building permit for a deck at 2301 Hickory Lane, which falls into this classification. The deck, the required setback for the R1 zoning district is 30 feet. So 50% of that is minimum of 15 feet of yard space between the farthest point and the rear property line. The deck is 14 feet deep from the primary structure, and it leaves 19.5 feet of rear yard remaining, which is more than the 15 that is required. City staff have reviewed the permit and it meets all other requirements under code, and we are recommending approval to the city council.
Wonderful. Any questions for the city administrator?
Can you just explain to me why this deck permit had to come here? I'm slightly put it in like layman's terms or Nikki's terms.
So right here is the code provision.
Okay.
And in code, it says such extension shall be subject to city council review and approval. So this says that it has to come to city council. And this is for something, if you have a deck that encroaches into the rear setback requirements. So in R1, it's 30 feet, but you have up to 50% of that for decks to go into, because we recognize that decks they're not fully enclosed structures. We don't care about as deep of setbacks in those circumstances. So if it encroaches into that 50% area, then it has to come to city council for review. If it's not in that 50% area, then staff can just handle it on our own.
So it didn't even go to planning. It just came straight here.
Yes. So this is how the language,
Okay. And that's something we're looking at that in the revisions.
getting these sorts of things cleaned up. Yes, this doesn't go to planning commission because code says such extension shall be subject to council review and approval.
I'm curious of why that was put in.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. And then I thought, well, maybe it was so people aren't making them too big or extending too far in to neighbors. But because on some of these unique ones on these corner lots, the way the lots are situated, you just have to do them that way when someone's right behind you like that.
Yeah, they have a weird shaped lot.
It's just an odd thing.
Yeah.
Their backyard goes right to the side of this house.
So yeah, the principal structure, you can see the 32.8 feet there. So let's say that was 50 feet. If they put their deck out there and they still had 30 feet, we wouldn't be here because they're not encroaching into the 30-foot yard setback.
Right.
Because they're encroaching into here, they get up to 50%, which is about.
But this isn't a variance.
No. There's just a weird provision in code that says if this thing happens, it must go to city council.
Got it. Okay, thank you for explaining why this, because this is what I've been on for 10 years and we've never had.
It's an odd code provision.
It's very weird.
It's very odd, yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's just the shape of the lot.
Yeah, I mean, when I looked at the map, it makes
Yeah.
more sense,
I
but thanks
had-
for explaining.
I had similar when I put my deck on 20 years ago because the way my lot's situated, and I got a side yard. So technically, per the code, I could have only built a 2-foot deck
Oh,
because I had to stay so far away. But so I had to do the same thing, really. But
interesting. Well, thank you for explaining.
so no questions, then I'll look for a motion to approve the deck permit for 2301 Hickory Lane.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any further discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. That'll take us 2026 Carver County Sheriff Policing Contract.
Thank you, Mayor. So each year we have the renewal contract from the Carver County Sheriff's Office for policing services. The 2026 contract mirrors the 2025 contract in almost every capacity, continues regionalization of service, same number of coverage hours for CSO and deputy services. The only real substantive change is the pricing on it, which is increased by 4% from 2025's cost.
Perfect. Thank you. With that, I'll look for motion to approve the 2026 Carver County Sheriff Policing Contract.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any further discussion?
Nope.
So we've gone almost a full year now with the new regionalization. I think it's gone smooth. I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't had any residents contact me and concerns with it. So I think with the cost savings and now with the hours we're getting, I think it's still
Good deal.
certainly a good contract.
Yep.
So if there's nothing else, we have a motion, a second, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. With that, we'll move to council reports. Councilmember Helt, anything to report on?
Haven't had any meetings since the last council meeting.
Councilmember Fausch,
I have nothing.
Councilmember Jackson.
I wasn't at it. I missed it. I'm putting my puppy down.
Oh,
So I don't know. I don't think it was anything super pressing though. Yep.
Councilmember McNeely.
Nothing.
And I just had 2 meetings last week that I attended with Nick that he wrote about in his weekly update. We met with Centra Homes and the Creamery. More to come on both those as they work through them. So with that, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.
I got asked today why I wasn't.
It's an early pay to turn that